All right, one of the biggest pieces of values we've received from interviewing so many developers in the past 2 days so far is one, obviously talking to multiple developers and getting a bigger picture and idea of what needs to be done, how it should be done, and just ideas on how it's built. But something even greater than that, and not many people think about, is just the clarity we get from explaining the MVP so many times and exactly what the value is of the product that we're making. And from the number of repetitions we're doing, this is going to make it so much easier down the line when we're actually trying to sell it to whether it's wholesalers or investors or any other types of users in the future. But it's really honed in the idea of great, now do it again. Great, now do it again. This is a Hormozy line where usually it's applicable to sales, but honestly, any field that you need to understand and know what you're doing and why you're doing it. If it's like a call, specifically like a sales call, or even if it's like an onboarding meeting, then the way to best practice it is to just repeat it over and over and over again. Because, for example, in a sales call, you need to know exactly what you're saying and why you're saying it. Because if you're there thinking about, oh, what do I say next? What's the script? You're not actually thinking about the customer or the consumer or whoever you're selling it to. You're thinking about, okay, what do I need to say? But a great salesperson is someone who can help and guide the customer to making a right decision. Now, some people will disagree whether you're trying to help them in a way that benefits you or a way that actually genuinely benefits them. And if it's a great product, and you should not be selling anything that's not a great product, to be honest, it will always be that the best step forward is with you. And that's not something you want to tell them, that's something you want to show them and make them feel. So, circling back, that comes to a point where a salesperson who does not breathe the script, or at least the framing of how the sales call should go based on the wording that needs to be used and the psychology and the tonality that is best equipped for specific points in the conversation, they will continuously depend on remembering what needs to be said rather than understanding completely and fully what to say and how to say it. And instead of thinking about what to say next, they're really listening to the needs or the wants of the person they're trying to, or they're selling to. They're trying to sell to. Now, bring that back to what we're doing now. We're explaining the product over and over again, and we're running through what we have over and over and over again to the point where I can just ramble it off like that. And it can be almost the same every single time, but the difference is the interaction with the person I'm explaining it to. So if they seem interested, we explain about more in depth. If they seem like we're losing them, we go more surface level. If they're interested in a certain aspect, we expand on that aspect. If they have a question, we can tie it into a different part of the call. So like, for example, there's this one developer that was asking about the how we're gonna get credibility and how buyers can trust like a deal, for example. And we hadn't yet gotten to a point in the quote-unquote script where we explained the profiles and how the credibility is built. But understanding that it's okay to, not even that this was a script, but in a sales call, like to veer off script is okay, because you're not there to perform, you're there to inform. And the best way to do that is by fully understanding everything that comes along with what you're trying to explain, and instead of sticking to it, being fluid and flexible to the needs of the customer. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, probably. We'll see. I'll be out of town for a bit. I don't know if we're going to keep doing these daily videos. We'll see though. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe. Peace.